Motoriki, kia ora koutou, talofa lava, malo, eleveni, symbol of Anaka, and welcome to KIWI News Briefs. Hi, I'm Beno, and welcome to our Easter edition. Well, first up, Auckland and Northland are being hit so heavily by Cyclone Tam as we speak, and there are ferry cancellations, there are flight cancellations, and the motorways are congestion filled. So be kind to each other, show a bit of Easter consideration and respect, and just chill out. Now, if you're stuck on the motorways for a long period of time, how about switching on to YouTube and just look at movies like marathons such as Jesus of Nazareth or Jesus Christ Superstar or something Easterish, because that's where we go on holiday. Overseas, we've got President Trump, who appears to have quite very abruptly stunned the world with his tariffs. Now people are hitting him back with the same 154 types of tariffs, percentage increases, and he's unrelenting. So hopefully his behavior is not indicative of Hitler in the Second World War, because Hitler did the immigration crap. He also did the segregation. He also did whatever he could to break down any civil rights equality. So we're looking at President Ronald McDonald lookalike with a bit of just curiosity, because his despotic, syphilitic, inappropriate, unsupportive of civil rights behaviour means that we're going to liken him in history to Hitler, because him and his racist white supremacist people will get karma, and on the last day of their lives on earth, they'll have to just look at what we're looking at Easter, have to confess what they've been doing and treating, how ill health they've been producing for everyone in America, across the world. I mean, you've just held everyone up, made everyone scared of you for no reason at all, because you're a cheapskate real estate person with no academia. Now, we've found out that Princeton University is standing up to you, Mr. Trump, because you're trying to do what Hitler did and try to tell educational institutes what to preach and what to say. Now, of course, there are going to be some people who are going to buddy up to you like a bum chum, but the institutions like Princeton are going to question you right to the very end of your presidential election 4 years, and you're going to go down like maybe other people in history who behaved like you, and probably be snuffed out like a JFK person. Karma is a bitch, and President Trump, you're acting like one. Back in New Zealand, Simeon Brown has lied to media and said that the numbers of doctors and nurses are huge and lots of people on wards. In actual fact, there's one doctor in level 6 in Auckland Hospital. We went to visit a person that we knew. One doctor did all the rounds, was so stressed out when they came to us, we had to actually say what we thought was wrong with the person that we were visiting, and it was filthy in the ward, so we got brooms and started sweeping. The nurses were very, very happy that we did that, because they don't have time to sweep. They don't have enough cleaners in the Auckland City Hospital. So Simeon Brown, stop lying, earn your keep. You're on 140 to 160,000 a year. Anyone else would lose their jobs. And speaking of which, your other job, the Traffic and Transport Ministry, you actually made people increase their speed outside schools, and now because they're knocking people over, or may do, there are no nurses and doctors, because you're underpaying them all, and they're all going to Queensland and America and everywhere else. So Simeon, grow up, do your job, and stop pointing the finger at everyone who is doing their job. Also, as we go into the holiday for Easter, there is an attention on some sort of aspects of respect for people who may or may not go to church. But I think with the economy around the world, which has been deflated and going into a depression, people are actually heading off to church. Palm Sunday last week outside churches, people waving huge palms outside churches that never used to do that. People are going into spirituality, and I think it's a good thing because the people in charge of our countries are just rubbish, absolute rubbish. They leave no indication that they're leading. It's all arrogance, and they're standing up for their own billionaire powerly mates. They don't care about people any lower than their socio-economic area, and karma will come back to get them. On a good note, on a really good note, we got a whole lot of these cards, Easter cards and gifts sent in, so we'd like to thank everyone who's been sending gifts in, and we'd like to say to everyone, whatever happens with people like Trump and Simeon Brown, just promote peace, because in the end, you're in charge of your own lives. Go for a walk, even in these cyclonic wintry days, which we haven't even got to winter yet. It's still autumn, and we're being hit by Cyclone Tam. But take care, everyone. Love you lots, and if it gets all stressful, do some baking. You saw what I did 2 bulletins ago. We're baking hot cross buns for people who are in need of them. Take care, love one another, and have a good Easter egg. Signing out.